The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Good evening, I'm Tracy Pa with Sunday's News. In this edition, Timor-Leste president on official visit to PNG, female inmates celebrate Mother's Day, and Kumul Powerhouse joins hunters. The president of Timor-Leste, Dr. Jose Ramos Horta, arrived in Port Moresby this morning on a commercial flight from Singapore. The visiting leader was welcomed at Jackson's International Airport by government officials and dignitaries before attending a formal reception in the capital. He was welcomed by the PNG Defence Force Guard of Honor. The president is in the country to attend the Melanesian Ocean Summit in Port Moresby, which begins on Monday, May 11th. President Ramos Horta will be among leaders from Melanesia to address critical issues affecting the oceans.
President to come to PNG, and he's come particularly for the Ocean Summit, the Melanesian Ocean Summit. And this is to talk about our beautiful oceans, protecting them, preserving them, making sure they're managed properly, and making sure their sovereignty of each country is protected as well when it comes to their oceans. So it's a very important summit that the President is coming to. Most of the countries that will be here are from Melanesia.
In the lead up to Mother's Day today, the Century Hotel on Thursday, May 7th, 2026, donated gifts to female inmates at the Bomana Correctional Institution, bringing messages of hope and dignity to mothers before birth. Mother's Day is celebrated on the second Sunday of May every year. A message of love, hope, and compassion lit up the room as more than 60 female inmates were treated to an early Mother's Day visit by the Century Hotel staff on Thursday, May 7th, 2026.
Happy Mother's Day, Bibla. Evaluation la aspects of Bibla and Philippines for stepping I can do all things through Christ which strengthens us. When something Bibla making, la putilan God and was strong.
Chapter 3, line 1, go down. And talk lo, you got time assistant or get something. The staff lawyer, seminal. Kasi, when we talk seminal, not by mistake. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 1, line 5, and talk. Before you been born, bento mama, go di kapten of life. You click after blowing solo, like encouragement. Na happy Mother's Day.
The donation remains in case treated mothers that they are not forgotten by the community. Century Hotel Acting General Manager Ida Roland said Mother's Day is about celebrating all mothers. Many of these women are separated from their children, and a small gesture can mean a lot.
I would like to say this on behalf of the General Manager. She would like to give me some message can lo yupla we plan on lusuting lo yupla and yupla mastering yupla so yupla Century Hotel team we meet yupla family with yupla.
Prison officer in charge Sergeant Sarah Tamoko thanked the hotel for the donation. Support like this boosts morale and helps our rehabilitation programs. It shows the inmates that the community still cares about them as mothers and as people.
This company, this organization, Chief Maxon Graham, and the General Manager Bella, go to work in Central Life, Dr. Bella. The all people ex-prisoner to become somebody in the future.
Former inmates, who are now productive citizens, also share words of encouragement.
If me stop outside, me not looking more what or something when me work with me in a good player. So me come start play so now me look sad more. I'm thinking making me in a good player. So now me go outside I must this a place I'm telling point to me.
On behalf of the inmates, Helen Patrick extended their sincere appreciation to the hotel staff and founder, said James Pang, for the ongoing support.
For a time in Christmas or Mother's Day, September 16, now this time, over a time we a big master.
Mother's Day is celebrated worldwide today, May 10th, 2026. But for one vendor, a Mother's Day celebration was marked with a one-night stay voucher from the Century Hotel. Lynette Lago from Rigo, Central Province, has been selling pineapples to the hotel since last year. This year, she was selected for the quality of her produce. Century Hotel has gifted a complimentary one-night stay voucher to a Gordon's Market vendor, Lynette Lago, who supplies fresh pineapples to the hotel. The initiative recognizes the hard work of women in PNG's informal market economy. Lynette, a mother of two, has been selling pineapple to the hotel since last year. One of the strategies she uses is to offer a discount to the hotel, and her produce is always fresh.
Every week, in the market and plenty competitors stop. So time kind line will come now, me give him discount. I know that every time will come or back and buy him me. So me I give him discount lol, also can buy him pineapple me.
Lynette said the pineapple market has supported her in many ways, one being building her own trade store in the village.
Me got little trade store of place. Nah, me buy him, kai go down now. My father is taking care of that trade store through this pineapple selling.
She thanked the hotel for the voucher, which strengthens the ongoing relationship between the market vendors and the hotel. The hotel's senior chef, Hegoi Taumaku, explains the dishes they make out of Lynette's pineapples.
Pineapple, we use it as our pizza menu. We use pineapple, Hawaiian pizza that goes with pineapple and ham and cheese. Sometimes we make a pineapple cheesecake. Sometimes we do cut pineapples for our breakfast buffet, our fruit platter.
He said the demand for local produce is very high, not only in Century but also in other hotels. Therefore, vendors are encouraged to produce more local food supplies and make direct sales to the hotels. Front desk manager Michelle James said the accommodation of Lynette signifies the ongoing support and partnership the hotel has with the market vendors.
First time that we have been accommodating and celebrating with our mothers and fathers at the market. So this time we have selected Lynette. So Lynette, she normally sells pineapple to us. So our storeroom keeper, she always goes there to make marketing for the hotel. So she has selected Lynette to join us on this special day for the mothers here at the Sanctuary Hotel.
For the first time, lights have been switched on inside the Dorabisoro Aid Post, Rigo Central Province. Since it was built in the 1980s, the power is supplied through solar power. The government station in Dorabisora village in Lenrigo was established after Papua New Guinea gained independence in 1975. The station once served as an important government center and had 4 permanent buildings constructed, including the aid post. Peter Gamji, author of Flying Dutchman, first walked the trail in 2009 searching for a U.S. warplane, believed to have crashed along the Owen Stanley Range between Central Province and Kokoda in Oro Province. He returned in 2011 and discovered that communities in the area faced major challenges accessing essential government services, including health, education, communication, and road access to Port Moresby. After returning to Australia, Gamji raised funds through his hometown community in Queensland to support solar power, communications, and health services for the village. On Thursday, May 7, 2026, that mission became a reality, with electricity successfully connected to the aid post and internet connectivity via Starlink.
Absolutely taken by was the communities and the strength of the communities. When I came back in 2011, I sat and talked with everyone. I came back with my son, and it was clear that people here were missing out. They were missing out a lot on essential services because they are so remote.
Mr. Gamji said the project is a success through effective partnership with PNG Tribal Foundation and supporters from Australia.
A long journey since 2018 when we made that commitment, that joint commitment. And now it's only through the help of quite a lot of people, through joining with PNG Tribal Foundation in PNG to really give it the clout that it needed. And also through the assistance of people, even my hometown, who raised all of the money for the solar and the communication.
Long-serving community health worker Kauka CBD, who has served thousands of locals since 1986, said the aid post operated for decades without electricity or a proper water system.
The main problem come up with drugs.
He said the lack of government services caused an influx with the rise of malaria, TB, and children's malnutrition, with many traveling long distances to seek proper medical assistance.
Where I'm coming be problem. So once malaria marasin stop logenia means treat him all. The marasin logat, I'm logat now.
Newly appointed health worker Eliza Lofulo, 36, from Lufa district in Eastern Highlands Province, said electricity and internet access will greatly improve patient care and emergency communication with Port Moresby. Villagers turned up in large numbers to witness this historic moment and expressed full support for the 2 new community health workers serving the community moving forward. You're watching Sunday's News. Stay with us. After the break, inland Rigo children left out of formal education and the overseas news.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, P&G e Mia. Pine P&G made.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
Welcome back. More than 400 children between the ages of 7 and 18 have missed out on formal education since the closure of schools in 2006 in the Inland Rigo District, Central Province. The community, through the support of the church, has now built 2 classrooms and 3 teachers' houses to change this narrative. For almost a decade, parents in remote villages have continued to hope the Provincial Education Division will address the daily challenges faced by communities in Laronu, Dorabisoro, Boro, Aboro, Lora, Igunomu, and Tabo villages located at the foot of Mount Aubrey, Inland Rigo, Central Province. The area, known for its historical significance, where the last American aircraft crashed into the jungle during World War II in 1942, has potential as a tourism destination commonly referred to as the Ghost Mountain. However, locals say urgent support is needed in education, health, and basic government services. Community leader John Marai said the 4 wards serving 7 villages with an estimated population of 4,000 people continue to struggle with lack of education, health services, and transportation.
Like that, problems. Kamani no sa look sa lo mitla. Kamani no give him mitla service lo mitla. Now mitla face him school. All people go school. Long time, about 5 or 4 years.
Many young girls who have shown interest in attending school have been unable to continue due to cultural expectation, arranged marriages, and early pregnancies. United Church Pastor Oboro Nore said the community, with support from United Church, had built 2 classrooms and 3 teachers' houses and is now appealing to the Provincial Education Division to post teachers to serve at least 200 children currently without schooling this year.
Plus staff plus usually most missing school plus like teaching more every avenue most time blow lot of finish avenue or lilim picnics at school. So I'm side go chat plus I really lesson about law side education.
A parent, Vasabai Noah, said his eldest daughter, now aged 10, has never attended school since birth, and he remains concerned about when teachers will finally be posted to the area.
Because school all staff so local teachers na school no run good.
Currently, only 1 teacher is serving nearly 200 students in the area. In news overseas, the blockade on the Strait of Hormuz is threatening global food supplies as the war in the Middle East continues to drag on for a 3rd month. Across Asia, farmers are preparing to plant crops ahead of the monsoon, but with fertilizer and fuel struck in the Strait of Hormuz, they are facing unprecedented shortages.
It's been a bumper harvest for rice farmers in Thailand's Ayutthaya province. But Pairoj Rotpai says skyrocketing prices for fertiliser and fuel have eaten away at any profits he might have made.
I just hope I don't lose the money. The cost of everything has gone up. My only hope is that I get my investment back from this crop.
At the rice mill, the news isn't good. Pairoj says he spent around $13,000 on fertiliser and other expenses to harvest this crop, but he earned just under $12,000. It's a problem many farmers across Asia are facing. Up to 40% of Thailand's chemical fertiliser comes from the Middle East, and that's where it's stuck right now because of the blockade on the Strait of Hormuz. That means farmers are paying double for the fertiliser they can get their hands on.
The fertiliser shortage is hitting fruit and vegetable growers just as hard as it's hitting rice farmers. If they're not able to grow enough produce, pretty soon we're not going to have enough to buy at the supermarket.
Farmers say they don't have any savings to dip into. More than 2/3 are already in debt. The Thai government is negotiating for fertiliser with regional countries like China, but there's been no progress. Like Pairoj, 30% of Thailand's workforce is employed in agriculture. After the financial losses he suffered during this harvest, he says he doesn't know when or even if he can afford to plant again.
Larakia choreographer Jerry Lang's anti-dance company has wrapped up its East Coast tour this weekend at the Sydney Opera House with a performance called The Other Side of Me. It's based on a true stolen generation story about a young Aboriginal man raised in the UK by a white English family.
It's a reflection of struggle. This whole dance is about struggle. It was a story about a young man that was removed from their family here in the Territory and living on an island, basically, of England. As he grew up, in and out of jail. And at that time, he wasn't allowed to travel back to Australia because of his criminal record. I was a child of that time too, born in 61, and thinking they could have came and taken me away from my mum, but they didn't. What we're doing with the choreography actually came out of his letter writing, because he remembered country, he remembered sitting on country. And his written work was so beautiful, so it's amazing what his life was like growing up in England is so different to what his life might have been here in Australia. It's like two sides of the same coin. It's like living through his pain, his own demons, and then you see another person who might be his jail mate, his cellmate, or the spirit that travels with him, the Indigenous spirit, like his ancestors that travel with him.
That was good.
The tour is going really well. It is a first, and we finish at the Opera House. It's not about making people feel guilty, it's about making people understand and knowing that this is an Australian story, it's an Indigenous and non-Indigenous story, because it's our story.
Two government investigations are underway into growing concerns about dust pollution from iron ore exports in Western Australia's Midwest. In Geraldton, residents say the dust is increasingly damaging their homes, businesses and boats, and it's time for change.
A dust that doesn't wash off easily and returns within hours.
It's costing me money, it's costing my clients money, it's costing the fishermen money.
Frustrated and feeling ignored, Geraldton locals say they've had enough of the dust covering their homes, businesses and boats.
We're a small user of the port. The fishing industry is insignificant compared to mining. So, who wields the biggest stick? It's definitely not us.
Iron ore is Geraldton's largest export, but community tension is growing about the effect of the industry. In response, two investigations by the Department of Water and Environmental Regulation will examine red and black dust, including where it's coming from. Phoenix Resources hauls red hematite ore to port in covered trucks. It's about to spend $8 million upgrading infrastructure to reduce red dust from truck unloading.
In and around Geraldton, where there's red dust, that's our responsibility, and it's not hard to see. And so wherever we see that, we're trying to control it and or improve it.
Geraldton's mayor wants Carrara Mining to cover the trains it uses to haul black hematite ore.
On the roads, if you're not covered, you'll be pinged for an unsecured load. You can ride along this rail line and you can emit any sort of dust you like, and it doesn't seem to be any quality control over it.
Carrara Mining did not respond to the ABC's request for an interview. TVWAN investigators have begun visiting Geraldton to meet with residents and business owners about the dust issue.
You're watching TVWAN News. We'll take a short break and return with sports news.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
New Fabuloso Multi-Purpose Cleaner with an irresistible fragrance that lasts all day long, creating a field of flowers in every corner of your home with an irresistible fragrance that lasts and lasts all day long. Fabuloso Irresistible Fragrance.
You have to meet my best friend. She's the sweetest. Hey, check out my hair.
Which one? The one on your head or the one in the sink? Relax. Next time, just use the Mega Growth Anti-Damage Relaxer. It's infused with wonder oils and conditioning proteins for visibly less hair breakage after retouching. Now your hair looks great.
Thank you.
Mega Growth Anti-Damage No Light Cream Relaxer for visibly less hair breakage after retouching.
Welcome back. The PNG Hunters are pleased to announce the mid-season signing of experienced Papua New Guinean forward Sylvester Namo from the Brisbane Tigers. Namo joins the Hunters effective immediately and will add valuable experience and leadership to the squad as the club continues its 2026 Host Plus Cup campaign.
A powerful middle forward from Eastern Highlands possesses extensive elite-level experience. Sylvester Namo was contracted with the North Queensland Cowboys, where he featured in both the Queensland Cup and NRL development pathways. He also spent time overseas with the Castleford Tigers in the English Super League system, further broadening his professional rugby league experience. PNG Hunters Chief Executive Officer Scott Barker says the club is excited to welcome Namo back into the PNG Rugby League pathway. He says Namo brings valuable experience from both the Australian and UK systems and believes he will add real strength to the Hunters forward pack. The Hunters management say as a proud Papua New Guinean player, Namo's return to the Hunters is another positive step in strengthening pathways and ensuring players continue to gain exposure to elite rugby league environments. Namo said he was grateful for the opportunity to join the Hunters and represent Papua New Guinea once again and excited to contribute to the group for the remainder of the season. He's vowed to put his best foot forward again to represent the Kumuls at the upcoming Rugby League World Cup. Susan Oreape, TV1 Sports.
This ends the sports segment, and now the weather. Southern Port Moresby, mostly fine and partly cloudy. Alatau, partly cloudy, then showers and rain tonight. Momase, late cloudy with few afternoon and evening showers and rain and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, brief showers with rain drizzles, then fine and partly cloudy tonight. NGI, Kokopo and Rabaul, partly cloudy with few showers and rain drizzles tonight. Kimbe, mostly fine then partly cloudy with few showers and rain drizzles tonight and possible thunderstorms. Highlands, Gurkha-Ban Skundiawa, partly cloudy with evening few showers and rain drizzles. Ocean forecast for the next 24 hours. Pearl Sea, seas rough to high seas with east to southeast winds of 25 to 33 knots, gusting to 45 knots at times. Solomon Sea, seas light to moderate with east to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. And coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG to Indonesia border to Daro to Kiwai Island to Karamat to Yule Island to Hood Point and Samarai Island, seas 2.0 to 3.0 meters. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Fogal and all Milne Bay Islands, seas 2.0 to 2.5 meters. And that ends Sunday's news. Have a pleasant week. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by